Hello my friends, this is Utagamon. Welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to benchmark the next card game from Bugbear on a single GTX 1070. As always, this is a digital recording which is done on an external recorder at 60 frames per second. So what you will see in this video will be pure performance. No system resources are wasted for the recording itself. I'm using a Core i5 2500 which is overclocked to 4.8 GHz. There it is. The system has 16 GB of memory and the graphics card is a single GTX 1070 made by KFA2. It is the EX model. Latest forks were installed and the card is also a little overclocked in order to reach 2 GHz. Now for this benchmarking video I'm going to use fraps to gather frame rate data. We will see the basic result in this file and some analysis at the end of the video. I'm going to load the game and show you the settings from within. Menu first. 1080p resolution, of course, no vertical sync since this is a benchmark. And for the graphics quality I'm using the ultra preset. That's it. Basically this is the latest version of the game and I'm going to benchmark the Gravel 1 event. 23 opponents to stress the system and clear weather, mostly for beauty. I don't like rain, etc. in videos. They mess up with the video quality. Quite beautiful level, this one. So let me start the game. I'm going to stay a little on the sides until all these guys leave. I'm starting the benchmark. I am third. The average frame rate was 92 frames per second, close to 92 frames per second. Very good performance. The game is quite complex and quite beautiful, if I might say. Frame rate and frame times seem to be quite decent. I'm not sure if we are looking at some kind of CPU limit. Maybe we are. The GPU usage is not maxed out throughout the run. It is only at 97 frames percent, sorry, with some dips here and there. And we can see that the CPU usage is indeed quite high on all cores. Nice multi-threading going here from Bugbear. The engine seems to be quite solid. CPU temps are okay. RAM usage at 3.2 gigabytes. The power of the card is not maxed out, as you can see. It is only 60%, which is weird for this kind of game. GPU temps are okay. The core clock is steady at 2 GHz, 3.1 gigabytes of video RAM usage. No power limit or voltage limit have been reached. And let's see the analysis. I need the rec first file. Unfortunately, I have no other data with these settings. I will compare my GTX 970 video benchmark with this benchmark once I get to that. For now, 92 frames per second on average, comparable at 77 frames per second. Not a huge variability, only 1.5 milliseconds, and the stuttering is also quite low at half millisecond. Very good. Sorry, let's not start from this chart. Let's start from this one instead. The performance seems to be quite smooth, quite steady. There are some spikes in these blue areas, as you can see. These are frame times that are spiking, and they occur at some points specifically. At some other parts we don't have that. I don't exactly know why. I will have to look further into it at some point. Time spent beyond 16.7 milliseconds is very little, only a fraction of the frame count. Very good performance. You can actually have vertical sync and enjoy the game perfectly. The histogram does show indeed that we have good frame times, 10, 10 and a half, 11, 12, 13. These are good frame times. And here we can see the frame times chart without comparison. We do see some spiking in the frame times throughout the run. This is very interesting. This is maybe caused by the CPU or the PCI Express. I will have to retest that with a better system at some point, maybe soon enough, if you get my drift. Frame rate is quite decent, quite high. It was lower during the first part, too many cars. Min, max and average, all good values. Variability at 1.5 and 0.5 for the stuttering. The 99th percentile is at 16.8 milliseconds. It is a little higher than I would expect, but we can see that most of the frame times are very low. Most of the frame times are even below, I don't know, 12 milliseconds or something. So overall the performance is very good. There are some delays here and there, but nothing too serious. Time spent beyond with a good looking curve, no huge numbers, and the comparable frame rate overlaid with the variability and the stuttering. Also a decent graph. I hope you find this video interesting, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you on my next benchmark.